Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that every time you go to the doctor, visit your bank, or even check into your local gym, a digital record of your life is quietly being created, tracking where you go, what you do, and who you interact with. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's already happening in Australia through the government's new digital ID system. This system is being promoted as a modern, secure, and convenient way to prove who you are online. But what it really means for your privacy, freedom, and daily life goes much deeper than most people realize. Think about how you currently prove your identity. You might show your driver's license at the post office, your Medicare card at the doctor, or your passport at the bank. Each of these moments is a physical choice. You decide when and where to show them. With digital ID, that control shifts. Your identity moves online, stored in systems you don't directly manage, accessed through an app on your phone or computer. On the surface, it sounds convenient. No more lost cards or endless paperwork. But every digital interaction leaves a trace. When you use your digital ID to visit a doctor, log into a government service, or confirm your age online, a permanent record is created, a data trail showing when, where, and how your identity was used. Multiply that across your entire life and you can see how easily this system can build a detailed picture of your movements, habits, and choices. The government says the system is voluntary, but in practice, that may not last. Just like having an email address or smartphone, what starts as optional quickly becomes essential. Early trials already show that services using digital ID make alternative verification methods slow, complicated, and inconvenient. Eventually, the path of least resistance will push nearly everyone into the system. Now, let's talk about risk. Technology fails, systems get hacked, and mistakes happen. If your digital ID is compromised, you can't simply replace it like a stolen card. Your face, your fingerprints, those are permanent. A single breach could expose access to your financial, medical, and personal data across multiple platforms. For small businesses, the shift is another challenge. They'll have to upgrade systems, train staff, and buy new software just to stay compatible. Larger corporations will adapt easily, but smaller operators may struggle, widening the gap between big and small players in Australia's economy. Then there's the issue of inclusion. Older Australians, or those less comfortable with technology, may find themselves locked out of essential services. The digital divide could become a real social barrier, not because of policy, but because of technology itself. Privacy is another casualty. When you pay cash, your transactions are anonymous. But when every purchase, service, and application is tied to your digital ID, anonymity disappears. Supporters argue this helps prevent fraud and crime, which is true, but it also means every detail of your financial life becomes traceable. Employment and travel will change, too. Employers could perform deeper background checks with a few clicks, linking to more of your verified history. Airports are already testing digital verification, meaning soon your face could replace your passport entirely. It's efficient, yes, but also another layer of tracking that follows you everywhere. Even healthcare and education will integrate digital IDs. While this could streamline access to services, it also risks connecting systems that were once separate. Patterns in where you check in, like a mental health clinic or fertility center, could reveal deeply personal details without anyone ever reading your actual medical records. And what about children? As schools adopt digital verification, kids may receive digital IDs at younger and younger ages, creating lifelong data trails before they even understand what privacy means. At its core, digital ID changes the power balance between citizens and the state. In the past, you owned your documents, your passport, your license, your birth certificate. With digital ID, the government owns and manages your digital identity, and you simply access it when needed. That might sound minor, but it shifts control from the individual to the system. And over time, systems expand. What starts as identity verification could easily grow to include access control, monitoring, or restrictions tied to your digital profile. History shows that once technology exists, it rarely stays limited to its original purpose. The truth is, digital ID will bring real benefits: faster transactions, less fraud, and simpler verification. But these conveniences come with trade-offs: loss of anonymity, new security risks, and a society where participation increasingly depends on technology you don't control. So, as Australia embraces this digital transformation, the question isn't whether it's coming, it's how we'll manage it. Because the digital identity shaping your future may be more powerful than any document you've ever owned. And understanding it now might be the most important step in protecting your freedom tomorrow.